Good day, everyone. This is Group 3, and I am Emmanuel De Leon, your first presenter. Have you ever considered why Rizal is regarded as our national hero, or why his death was chosen as Rizal Day instead of his birthday? Today, in Rizal-ience, celebrating the spirit of a national hero through the ages, we will discuss just that. This report aims to illuminate how the anniversary of Rizal's death has been commemorated throughout Philippine history. José Rizal was a revered Filipino nationalist and prolific writer who fearlessly fought for our country's independence through his literary works that inspired a revolution against Spanish colonial rule. Some of his popular works were No Limitang Hire and El Filibusterismo.
So we all know that Rizal Day, or the anniversary of Rizal's 1896 execution at Bagumbayan, Manila, as it is celebrated every December 30, remains a cornerstone of Philippine history and has deep significance. The nation commemorates the life and sacrifices of José Rizal, a national hero whose writings and activisms played a major role in sparking the flame of independence. In addition, Rizal Day is not only a historical commemoration, but also celebration of culture, unity, pride, and other national heritage left by Dr. José Rizal for the Filipinos.
In 1898, President Aguinaldo made Rizal Day as a special day to remember José Rizal and everyone who died under Spanish control in the Philippines. The town of Daet, Camarines Norte was the first to celebrate, and they built a statue of Rizal. The statue was designed by a man named Lieutenant Colonel Antonio Sanz, and people from that area paid for it. On December 30, which is Rizal Day, the Philippine flag is lowered to half-mast at Rizal Park to show respect for José Rizal.
Now for the different government eras in the Philippines, we will be specifically talking about the three colonial periods in the Philippines: the Spanish, American, and the Japanese colonial periods.
The Spanish colonial period in the Philippines, spanning from 1521 to 1898, profoundly shaped the archipelago's history, culture, and identity. The arrival of Ferdinand Magellan in 1521 marked as the beginning of Spanish influence. While Magellan himself was killed in battle, the Spanish gradually established a control over the islands, converting Filipinos to Christianity and imposing their political and social structures. This period witnessed the rise of powerful Spanish families, the establishment of the encomienda system, and the introduction of reduction, a policy of relocating indigenous communities to centralized towns. The Philippines became a Spanish colony governed by a governor-general appointed by the Spanish crown. The colonial administration implemented a cabildo system of local governance which elected officials representing Spanish interests. This system, however, often excluded Filipinos from meaningful participation in government. The Philippine Revolution in 1896. This is where the war started. The Cavite Mutiny served as a catalyst for the Philippines Revolution, led by Andres Bonifacio and the Katipuneros. A secret revolutionary society, the uprising aimed to overthrow Spanish rule and establish an independent Philippine Republic. The revolution witnessed fierce battles with Filipinos demonstrating remarkable courage and resilience. The cry of Pugad Lawin, a pivotal event in the revolution, occurred on August 23, 1886, when Katipuneros tore up their cedulas and declared war against Spain. This symbolic act ignited the revolution, marking a decisive moment in the fight for independence. Next is where the Spanish War. The Philippine Revolution's embers were rekindled with the outbreak of the Spanish-American War. The United States, after defeating Spain in Cuba, acquired the Philippines as a colony. The Filipinos who had fought alongside the Americans against Spain were now forced to fight for their own independence against their former allies. The Philippine-Spanish War, though brief, was brutal, with both sides committing atrocities. The war ended with the eventual defeat of the Spanish forces and the establishment of American colonial rule in the Philippines. Even though the Spanish colonial was brutal, it also has a big impact on the society. The Spanish colonial period left a complex legacy. While it brought Christianity, education, and exposure to global trade, it also imposed a system of inequality, exploitation, and oppression. The Philippine Revolution, though ultimately unsuccessful in achieving full independence, ignited a national consciousness and paved the way for the eventual overthrow of the Spanish rule. The Spanish legacy continues to influence Filipino culture, language, and identity today.
So in 1899 to 1902, following the Treaty of Paris, the United States sought to establish control over the Philippines, or they decided to control over the Philippines. The Philippine-American War broke out. Syempre, dili magpapildi ang Philippines. Dili sila padali-dali og control, di ba? So, resulting in a conflict that lasted for 3 years before the Philippines fell under the American colonial rule. So, in 1901, after the Spanish-American War, the Americans took control over the Philippines. So, to control na sila. But to show support for Filipinos, Governor General William Howard Taft named Rizal as a national hero. But, nakaas ba mo? Nganong si Rizal man? Diba? Sa kadaghang pwedeng kuan nila as a national hero, nganong si Rizal man? Here's the reason. It's because José Rizal played a significant role during the Spanish era, playing crucial role in country's struggle for independence. So, syempre, di ba? Na-tackle na nato sa atong past lessons, di ba? Ang mga nabuhat ni Rizal para mag-gain na to ang independence nga atong nasinati karon. Rizal's writings, including his novels, expose the harsh realities of Spanish oppressions and spark a sense of national identity and pride among Filipinos. So, syempre, it is because of Rizal's writings and his novels kay di ba wa man sa jahing kuan sa revolutionary, like armed revolutionary, kay iyang way sa pag kuan is through his writings, di ba? So anha ni dyan na kuan, anha ni dyan na pa-realize ang mga Filipinos nga needed nilang mo stand for themselves, mo stand para sa country. And anha pod na sparked or na enlightened ang mga sense sa mga Filipino, na spark ang sense of national identity nila and pride nga dapat ilang ipaglaban ang atong country. So, yes, mo nang si Rizal ang ilang kuan ni Governor General William Howard Taft nga national hero. So, on February 1, 1902, the Philippines Commission enacted Act number 345. So, unsa man nga act ni kani? It is an act declaring that December 30 is as Rizal Day. So, morning nga time nga ilan nang gi-declare ang kana nga date as December 30 na Rizal Day, which is holiday. Diba? We all know na ang Rizal Day is holiday. And yes, February 1, 1902 siya gideclare sa Philippine Commission. So, ganun gideclare ni nila tungod to show support for Filipinos. So, ilang giname si Rizal as a national hero and gideclare sad nila ang December 30 as a Rizal Day. But unsay lain? Unsa tay kuan? 'Di ba? December 30 is ang adlaw sad nga gi-execute si Rizal. So agkatong date of execution ni Rizal, ila sad gihimong Rizal Day or tribute as respect sa ilang pag-declare nga day.
Japanese colonial period, Commonwealth period 1935. Under President Manuel L. Quezon, the Philippine Commonwealth was established, paving the way for eventual independence. But did you know who is Manuel L. Quezon? And what was his contribution to the Philippines in the past years? Manuel L. Quezon was a prominent Filipino lawyer, statesman, soldier, and politician who served as the first president of the Commonwealth of the Philippines from 1935 until his death 1944. He is considered by many Filipinos to be the second president of the country, after Emilio Aguinaldo, whom he defeated in the 1935 presidential election. In the year 1942, we was invaded and occupied by Japan. Manuel L. Quezon fought for passage of Tidings-McDuffie Act 1934, which provided for full independence for the Philippines 10 years after the creation of Constitution and the establishment of Commonwealth government that would be the forerunner of an independent republic.